Okay, what am I doing down here? We got a few oysters off the rocks today and a little tusky, some squid and bits and pieces like that. So we're going to do a paperbark smoke type oysters and fish on the coals. We've got our paperbark. What we're going to do now is wet it down. Of course we do this to stop it catching on fire. So if we just wet that down a little bit, we'll soak that as well. Do both sides. Leave those bits of wood and everything that's in between the layers. That obviously gives it its smoky taste. Just wet it down a little bit, get all the stuff off it. And we'll soak that. Only for about 10 minutes or something like that. So that's one for the fish. And we've got one for the oysters. So I'll just make a little parcel for the oysters, whack them in, and we'll get a really nice smoky taste. The other ones we'll just do on the grill. Can use she-oaks and stuff like that, but this is by far the nicest and most effective way, like a little oven. So we'll leave that 10-15 minutes and get the fire going. Driftwood City. We've only got driftwood to use, although there is native hardwood on the island. We just let it all decompose and everything like it should naturally, so I just really beach comb for any drifted up bits of wood, which you can see around. We use for bits of everything really. It's awesome. Try and recycle everything. Okay, first cab off the rank with our paperbark fish. We're going to do some paperbark smoked oysters as well. You can get a big piece of paperbark and sort of do, you know, half a dozen, 10 at a time if you want, but I've just found it's a little bit better if you just line them up a little bit like this. What we'll do is we'll put a little bit of onion on it and a little bit of lemon, a little bit of lemon pepper. You can do whatever flavour you want with the oysters too. What you can do is get your Worcestershire, put it on the paperbark and rub it in there and let it like infuse on the paperbark, and then when it smokes the extra flavour comes out. But just wrap it basically like this, right over each end. Then you can either tie that up. I didn't grab any vine or anything like that, so what I'll do is when I put that on the coals, I'll lay it down that way and just put a couple of little rocks or something on it. So that's our first bit, paperbark smoked oysters. Next cab off the rank is, now it can be a bit messy, we're doing it in the kitchen, which probably isn't ideal, is we've soaked their paperbark, we've given that a good 10-15 minutes. So obviously so it doesn't burn. Inside obviously as well is where you put the fish. So all these little bits and pieces like that all smokes up, so it gives the extra flavour. We actually kept a stripey actually, just to show you how delicious this can be. So it can be any fish. What we'll do is we'll put some, pretty basic, put some onion. Bit of tomato. Pretty basic really. Heaps of lemon. Now that acts like an oven, this does. Like that. A little bit of salt. And of course gotta have a bit of lemon pepper. Of course fits. So whatever flavour you want really, you can rub it into the paper bark a little bit as well. So we've got that like that, and same thing, we just wrap it over that way. Wrap it that way, same thing. We'll just fold it either end, like that. We'll just put a rock on it, either side. We'll whack that in the coals. We've just got the coals going now, and put some coals on top of that, and then basically probably 25-30 minutes and we'll be ready to rock and roll. So we'll whack that on, we'll get some coals on top of it. Whack that on, same thing, they're the oysters, we'll just put some coals on top. They'll only take 10 minutes, those suckers, 15 minutes probably. And we'll come back soon. So, look at this one. Oh, that is hot. Oh. That is smoked goodness. That is beautiful. Here's another one. Look at that, and that's after it's been shriveled up. Wow. Taste this too. Taste the paper bark, like you can almost taste that melaleuca. Tasting it. Bit of lemon.
Delicious.
Okay. Alright, time to dig her out. So, smells absolutely delicious. Like, I mean, next level. Trying to do this there. The smell of that paper bark is just amazing. Oh, look at this. Oh, the smell is just amazing. That is hot now. That is like the most magnificently cooked. Look at that fish you've ever seen. That is paperbark smoked stripey with onion, lemon pepper and tomato. If only GoPro could make things smell as well. There you go. Temple Island paperbark stripey with lemongrass, lemon and tomato. How good's Australia? I'm gonna take a